Galeyasha nikhona nje bosakaleyasha bosakaleyasha khona nje ngikhona ngila njengale ndaba yabona bona abantu labafuna kutenda ngasi ba-blind bona ngoba banetimoto ngoba nani nani and angifuni ukuzonda abantu ngenxa yokuthi timova angifuni ukuzonda abantu ngenxa yokuthi banetimova bashayela timova tabo banetimali tabo nedi intfo lengingava nayo ukutiphatsa lokutsite ngikutsandzi nje vele angeke ngize ngitende kwangathi ngiyakutsandza kutiphatsa tsite kwalabanye bantu yabona and angeke ngize ngitifakele incinzetelo ngiticinzetele ngitende ngicabange ukuthi ngiyabhedza for seeing something that I see ngithola ukuthi iyabheda and yabona I'm just gonna tell it like it is yabona intelligence is not to be entirely based upon the amount of money that you have. Intelligence is not supposed to be based upon the amount of money that you have or the amount of money that you manage to make or the amount of money that a person that you are observing, that you see on a daily basis makes. That's not what defines intelligence. That's not what defines words. That's not what defines intelligence. That's not what defines words. Well, if you think that yeah, he has money, he's worth it. She has money, she's worth it. You're wrong. You are wrong. Because even if she has that money, chances are he or she is just gonna wanna exploit you at the end of the day in order to meet their benefit or the end of their own benefit. Yeah, chances are, even if there are people with money that you know, people with privileges that you, chances are you regarding those people and you being so fixated upon people having money instead of being fixated on your own money, it doesn't guarantee prosperity. I don't know why this backward mentality prevails all the time. It doesn't entirely guarantee prosperity. You get what I'm saying, YouTube? Real talk. Yeah, he must have money. If he doesn't have money, he's not worth it. My foot. If she doesn't have money, she's not worth it. My foot. Why? Why do you want to fuel your own greed? It doesn't make sense, bro. Why would you want to fuel your own greed? Because that's what you're doing. She has money. You know, if anything, if anyone wants to do something for you, it should be because it comes from their heart, not because you expect that of them. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yes, sir. She has money. He has money. He doesn't have money. Oh, oh, oh. Nasiyathini, manyang'anga siyathela nayasa nje singinela abantu. Imali kwebantu. Ngirentayisha nje, singathi imali. Ngesikophu, amanjani malume? Khulumana nabantu lapha kuma-inthanethi lapha. Ngiyabakhulumisa, ngiyabatshela, ngiyabakhuda. Usibawekela izinto zabo zokuhlala. Bakujwayela ukuphikisana nebantu ngoba kuphikisana nebantu kuphikisana nebantu. Hhayi kubuka umuntu ukuthi unamalini, ugqokwetini. Ngiyabatshela ukuthi bawekele lezi zinto zabo zokuhlala. Babuke abantu ukuthi bobani bani banamalini, bobani bani abananani. Bawekele lezi zinto zokuhlala. Ngiyabatshela, ngiyabatisa. Bangafuni ukuva leyo ndaba, ngihamba ngayofika. Yeah, I'm coming, ngiyada. Aze ngisheshe ngikwate lapho. Unekwata vele, ngijwayele ukuthi nekwata. Aze ngikwate ngoba ngakwata. Ouch. What? In South Africa, no. So when they're out here, it's in New York, it's cheap, so. Abasafari basibumbayi malume. Asi nje siqoso lesiqhubeke sengibuphi yawo basibumbayi so. Abasafari basinyanyisa kahle. Ubuphi yawo wethu igadla njalo. Gadla. Kuyinje kona lokhu manje ngamadoda. Ngidawuthi kuyini. Emadoda. Abasafari basijwayela mina. Bajwayela labantu abathengele impuphu yabo le. Ukuthi bathengisela sini, baphinde bajwayele nathi. Idabula ngenzalo. Abasafari basijwayela. Okay. Abasafari basijwayela. What the hell is this shit? Alright, cool. Right. More shit. Okay, must feel so. Ngiyata. Coming. Cooking here. Apega mina phela ngifuna nina vile hapa nina bani. Ngifike ngipheka la. I'm not picnic prayer. I'm not praying. I'm cooking. I don't need a blind woman to cook. I can cook for myself. Oh, that's Amy Ata. My phone. Usala ngemuva nje lento le iyenteka la hayi uyisala ngemuva ngemuva sengisemuva damage. Oh, this is yeah. Sengizizile. Angacithi. I mean, I'm still gonna go back and churn and churn and churn. Nembupi le fake. Yala safari. Hi, in South Africa. Hi. Yeah, anyways. Shout out to the one person who is loyal on this live, clearly. And so, and so, one thing that's for sure is that when if you are in the position to judge situations and um, you know, make friends based on the fact that there's money there, there's a lot of money there. Yeah, there's a lot of privilege. Or get to have a lover because there's a lot of money there. There's a lot of privilege there. You will encounter problems because this person, obviously, for what good, if you don't appear to be independent thinking, they're gonna wanna be the ones that make the decisions that they're not even supposed to make for you. Best believe that. And I don't know why most of our modern women don't see this or consider it that um going after a man because they are moneyed, it comes with its risks. It comes with its cons. I don't know why they don't want to consider that. No, because first of all, money and power is what most of us want. You understand? Money and power is what most of us chase. And who are you to be sure, to be so sure that a rich man is gonna make your life better and everything is just gonna be better because of a rich man? Who are you, bro? Who are you? Because even the rich man came from suffering, and his suffering, um, coupling his suffering, his past suffering, that is to say, because now he's a rich man, right? His past suffering is gonna, you know, seep into his current. That is to say, um, he's going to make decisions based upon the fact that he suffered too much. Meaning that if he, in his suffering, had a victim mentality, let's believe that that man just wants to exploit you and use you because pretty much when he didn't have any money, right? He didn't feel good about himself. So that's the idea I believe that I'm trying to convey is that, these women and even these men, yeah, well, that be saying, yeah, if a person doesn't have money, they're useless. If a person doesn't provide this and that all the time, every time, they're useless. You know what I mean? Like, as a person, as an individual, you have to be in the position to feel good about yourself with or without money. That is to say, you mustn't over sensualize money. You have to be in the position to not over sensualize money, right? Rather, there must be a balance. You know what I mean? Shout out to the two people that are very much active on this live. Um, so like you can't be, because I see two likes, of course. So as a person and as an individual, you can't be in the position to be determining, the relevance of whether um someone is loyal to you, someone is devoted to you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be in a scope of friendship, love relationship, you can't be 100%, based upon the fact that that person is moneyed, that this person is although I will admit, right, that person being moneyed, it is it makes life sort of easier in a way, right? That is to say, it depends upon the mindset that you would want to approach it with. Of course, the mindset of being neutral, being in between, being aware that another person's hard work is not, um you have nothing to do with it. Yeah, ultimately, just embracing the fact that another person's success, you really have, you really have nothing to do with another person's success. If a guy is a CEO somewhere, or if a guy gets a higher position somewhere, you totally have nothing to do with that. If anything, you should be in the position to just receive that guy as a normal human being, instead of receiving that guy with the knowing of the fact that they're gonna cough up some dough, with the knowing of the fact that they're gonna buy something. Because I tell you, that is so seductive. That is a seductive behavior. Going for men because you know that they're gonna buy, even if it's unnecessary. Yeah, they're gonna buy. That's so seductive, bro. That's so seductive. And you have some of our females wanting to open up rape cases that are not even there because of such dudes that think that, that's why I say that both men and women are at fault ultimately. That there are these dudes who think that, you know because they flash bottles, they flash jewelry, they flash cars, they flash this and that and that and that, that it entitles them to a higher position, of um coming into someone's life and, dictating the tempo of someone's life and someone's mindset, and, someone's train of thought, passion. They may have a passion, they may be very much vested in a skill, or a form of craftsmanship, and whatever the case may be. And so, this nigga, this guy, this male, best believe that if he comes, best believe that if this kind of male with money, with everything, comes to you, and you're very beautiful and attractive and all, okay, shout out to the people that I see on the live. And that is to say, since I have two likes and it seems that two people are active, just embracing what I have. Let's go. So it's really unnecessary, and I don't think that it's intelligent. You understand? Because some of our modern women think that it's intelligent, to be a woman who just looks at a guy who's financially stable, or a guy who's rich, and think that, oh my gosh, I done hit the lottery. You know what I mean? I done hit the lottery. Bro, you ain't hit no lottery. You ain't hit no lottery, bro. You know, there's no lottery that you hit because some women they have, oh my god, he has money, he has this, he has one, two. No, bro. Pay for a cab. Pay for a taxi. Pay for a taxi. Pay for a taxi. Don't be calling up a nigga who has his own stuff. Don't be calling a male a man who has his own stuff, his own things. Him, trying to ask him for a ride, trying to ask him for free food. No, 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 no. You know, what I'm pretty much trying to maintain is that you shouldn't be in the position as a female, a modern woman, to dictate, you know, what kinds of gifts they give you, you eat and all that. You really don't have that kind of like, authority logically because you were never there when this nigga was walking his butt off. You were never there. So don't be trying to ask people for like stuff. You trying to ask people for free rides, you trying to ask people for free food, everything's free. For once in your damn life, if there's a date, make a plan. Hi, pay for a damn cab if you were late for dinner dates. A cab and get your butt to the destination. Don't be like he didn't come to pick me up. He didn't come to pick me up. No, 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 no. Pay for a cab like everybody else. Pay for a damn cab like everybody else, and get your butt to the destination so that we eat, have a good time, and drink, and you know. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, yeah, this guy didn't pick me up. This guy didn't pick me up. Yeah. Nah, it's his own fucking car. Damn, I can't believe that I said that. I'm sorry. Such words are not allowed on this platform. True talk. You know, it's his own car. He decides who rides in that car. If you're not gonna ride in that car, you're just not within that given time. Maybe he had to transport a nephew or a niece, right? It's logical. It's logical. It's a nephew, it's a niece, especially if you're not married to the guy, by the way. You know, if he has to transport maybe his niece or his nephew, for example, he's gonna transport his niece, his nephew within that given time. And if maybe you two had a date, you're going to have to make a plan. And maybe, for example, he's transporting his niece to maybe the daycare center, for example, and the daycare center happens to be right next to the mall, maybe, for example, right? You're gonna have to make a plan. You know what I'm saying? Pay for a cab, pay for a taxi, pay for a cab, pay for a cab. Women are stingy with money, man. Use money, man. How? Use money. Don't be just, yeah, he has a car. He has a car, yeah, yeah. He has a car, yeah. He has a Legend 45. It's his 45. Why don't you have your Legend 45? For them, I don't want to swear, but why don't you have your own car? Why don't you have your own car? That's disappointing. Why? You run late, and then he doesn't pick you up, and then because of that, yeah, I don't want to talk to him anymore. This guy, nah, it's his own car. He's the one who works hard, bro. He's the one who works hard. He fills in probably paperwork that you wouldn't fill in your damn life because you don't have even a modicum of intelligence even to even carry out such tasks. He works hard, Baba. I say, yo, guess a chendwa. And y'all modern women think that it's like, yeah, 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 this is just grape trees, bro. This is just a vineyard. This guy is a vineyard. I can just go to the vineyard and just pick grapes whenever I want. Just pick grapes. I'm just gonna pick some grapes. Yeah, I'm just gonna ride in his car for free. I'm just gonna eat food that he pays for. I just gonna drink alcohol that he pays for. And you think that this person is not gonna wanna exploit you one day? That is if some modern women even know what the meaning of exploitation is out here right now. Got crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier, my boy. Real talk, you know, the world just got crazier and crazier and crazier, people. Like some of these ladies out here, I don't understand what they trying to push. I don't understand what they trying to push because it's like, yeah. Life is way too hard for women. Life is way too hard for women because life is way too hard for women. It's the job of men to make life less difficult. Man, what the hell, bro? What the hell? Yo, and what I'm talking about right now, it really doesn't matter if there are people that don't agree with what I'm talking right now. But it's real talk, it's real facts. And what I'm gonna tell some of y'all is that I'm still gonna show up talking about such things. You know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all, even though some of y'all don't give me a like, don't give me a subscription, don't consider none of the things that I say as relevant and all that. Some of y'all, I know that some of y'all don't consider a thing that I say. I know. I'm aware of that. But real talk, it really don't matter. To keep it a buck, I'm just gonna have to show up here and just talk my real talk. I'm just gonna have to get up here and just convey certain things that some of y'all don't want to hear. And I know that some of y'all don't want to hear about some of the things that I'm talking about because y'all think that I'm just bitter, I'm angry, I'm a MGTOW. Yeah, it may be a MGTOW. But guess what? I'm a confident communicator type of MGTOW. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just the MGTOW guys who just be, locking themselves up in the room all the time and all that, playing games and all that, and binging on Netflix and all that. I be out here doing manly stuff. You know what I'm saying? I be lifting heavy stuff, man. Even the job that I do. Some of y'all won't do that job, and I know that because some of y'all just privileged. Some of y'all don't even have your own money. Some of y'all, your family has money. Real talk. Some of y'all, your daddy and mama have money. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why you a cool person. That's the only reason why you're popular like that. Cause your family have your money. To some of y'all who are older watching, I just hope that you get to teaching the younger generation that what I'm saying, they gotta have discipline and they gotta know how to control their thoughts. Real talk, because if they don't control their thoughts, I've seen many niggas. I've seen the result in many niggas. You know what I'm saying, that when you don't control your thoughts, when you don't control your cravings, when you don't control your proclivities, there's nothing that you reach, bro. There's nothing that you reach. There's nothing that you really achieve, right? I've seen that with other niggas, other other males who are like, flexing on me because they getting more pussy. Like I've seen niggas flexing because they getting pussy, and to tell you the truth, I haven't seen nothing. Some other niggas became things that they didn't even want to become in the first place because of that. They had certain passions and they had certain expectations out of life. Ended up not even getting to that because they were just chasing pussy all the time. I've seen that materialize, baby. Best believe that. So it's really fun. I got 2 likes, but I'm talking all this truth right here. But I'm getting 2 likes. It's alright. You know what I'm saying? I don't work hard, first of all, to get here. So I'm just savoring every moment. Let's go. I don't work too hard to get here. So I'm just gonna have to talk my real talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna have to talk my shit real talk. Even if some people don't like it, even if some people don't jam with it, even if some people don't rock with it, I'm just gonna have to talk my shit real talk. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to swear. You don't have to swear. You must not swear on this platform. Real talk. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna have to talk my stuff, right? Even if there are some people that don't actually rock with what I'm talking about, I'm just gonna have to talk my stuff. I'm just gonna have to, cause I'm not rich and privileged like some of you guys, right? I'm just gonna have to document some of the things, about the life that I live and the current situation that. Cause some of y'all probably think that I'm just some privileged guy who's trying to put up a front. I'm not trying to put up a front. I'm never. Thing is, I'm never gonna. Even if I did have a budget to run the channel, I don't think that I'd go around renting cars, renting houses, renting guest houses just to put on a facade so that some of you may follow me quicker. I don't think that I'd be in the position to do that. Never. Just imagine. Just imagine. I go out, I rent cars, I rent penthouses, I go hard, I make it look like I'm from that penthouse, I make it look like I own a penthouse when I don't even have one. Even if I did have a to run the channel, isn't like boost everything and whatever, I don't think that I'd be in the because it's just not who I am. The person that I am, the person that I am, and that's why I wish to document, you know, on the basis of the life that I'm really living, on the basis of like who I really am, what I do when I get up, the type of job that I do, even document that. But then it's like some of y'all will never be around on the stream. But I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to try that. Just document, just be live, just go live, so that you can see the authenticity behind the fact that I don't rent cars, I don't rent penthouses, I don't try dressing up and come on here to you guys, lie to you guys, so that you guys follow me, so that whatever is whatever. I don't want to do that. That's not my goal. It's never been my goal. You feel me? And real talk, I know that like right now, I came on here talking about the fact that it's not wise as a person, as an individual, to always associate the intelligence of people in accord to the amount of money that they have, because you'll never know, my friend. You may be plummeting, you may be getting bankrupt, you may be doing whatsoever. The person that you are shunning may be the person that's probably gonna get you out of debt, you know, and due to the fact that he has a monicum of knowledge that you don't possess. Don't go around being like, yeah, he's not rich. Yeah, yeah, she's not rich. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If he's not rich, it means that always equating, things of value to coochie. Real talk. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? That's how modern women equating the value of like solid foundation to coochie. That's like so low value, bro. That's so low value. It makes me wanna. It makes me wanna. Makes me wanna throw up. It makes me wanna throw up because it makes me wanna throw up because it's like the evolution of like life on the planet was all for nothing. It just makes me wanna. Makes me wanna, you know. And oh yeah, someone may tell me we die. Of course we die, nigga. Die. Everything dies. You want to come in here and tell me, yeah, bro, but you still don't have a kid. You still don't have a woman. Whatever, whatever, whatever. Bro, yeah, bro, but we died. We died. And what? And then what? Everything dies. What am I supposed to do about that? Because if everything dies, you gotta be kidding. Get out of here, bro. Trying to push around that you only live once stuff. YOLO, YOLO, nigga, YOLO. Whoa, whoa. Let people live their lives. Let people explore. Young Toilet, let people explore in their own unique way. You want to explore by chasing pussy, it's cool. But let people explore in their own different way. Don't be out here. Don't be out here trying to make people out to be fools because they're not chasing coochie like you, bro. Nah, nah. Same goes for other females out here that are out here shaming other females because they're the ones chasing dick. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, that's too old, bro. Go back to the 1800s or something, or the 1900s. I don't know, cause we're way beyond that. We're way beyond that. We're way beyond that. Um, you know, primitiveness. We're way beyond that primitiveness. You understand me? That primitiveness of trying to like, yeah, yeah. Who did you sleep with? Yeah, man. Who did you bang today? Like, nigga, try to tell me, nigga, what the, yo. Let's talk about running channels. Let's talk about this. Yo, let's create business, bro. Let's invent something. Don't be trying to tell me about coochie, the type of coochie that you've eaten, whatever, nigga. Like, nigga, just shut up, bro. If you ain't gonna talk about business, just shut up, bro. If you ain't gonna talk about how we gonna grow, how we gonna get how we are going to get out of poverty, bro, just shut up, bro. Don't be talking, bro. That's why I don't be chilling with certain niggas. You know what I'm saying? If you don't talk about how we gonna get the bag, how we gonna secure the bag, bro, how we gonna build image and all that, bro, how we gonna stand out and come up with some new creative things that the world has never seen, bro. Shut up, bro. You're not want to talk to me. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? I just want to keep it a buck, and just because some of y'all is tuning in, that's for sure. So I just want to keep it a buck so that you know this character, this guy, who this guy is, who this guy from the dirtiest part of Africa is. But anyways, my country is not the dirtiest part of Africa, nigga. South Africa is not the dirtiest part of Africa, nigga. You know, that New York guy is just crazy. He's just in and out of his mind. Uyalutla. Yahlanya. Kulingondo. Yahlanya. Into South Africa. South Africa is not the dirtiest part of Africa, Baba. How is it dirty when America needs South Africa's gold? Doesn't make sense. How is it dirty when America needs South Africa's platinum, chromium? How is it? How? Because these privileged countries, they want to act like, hey, they are gods, Bangbu Makuzu. F all that, bro. F all that. Real talk is that America and Europe and all these other countries, they depend on African countries for minerals and certain types of rare metal. That's just the truth. You feel me? Real talk. That's why they try and stop efforts and all that. That's why they try stopping efforts to turn it around politically. They stop efforts. Muhammad Gaddafi didn't even do nothing. We know CIA. We know the hell. And by the way, I know that I've been saying free movement of Africa is not a good idea, but bro, I just thought about it. Great idea. As long as everything got it, as far as um of course, identification, authorization, as long as everything is covered, because that's how the visa runs, right? Damn. Or maybe the visa's afraid that now it's gonna be taken out of business. Yeah, visa's afraid that they're gonna be taken out of business. The state is shaking in their no. Ah, ninebusaka liyasha. That's